The Brevard City Council held its regular meeting on June 5th, 2023. The mayor began by recognizing the Juneteenth holiday on June 19th, 2023, and encouraging the community to join in the weekend-long celebration that will be held at the Mary C. Jenkins Community Center in Silverstein Park. Council then voted to adopt the personnel policy revisions introduced in May, as well as the city manager's recommended budget for the 2023-2024 fiscal year, and the steep slopes amendment to the city's Unified Development Ordinance. During discussion of the rezoning request for 1699 Old Hendersonville Highway from commercial mixed use to general residential 4, Council voted to table the request to the June 19th meeting in order to review the historical preservation provisions in the property's deed. Council then voted to approve the rezoning of 3 Deer Lake parcels to residential mixed use. Council also passed resolutions to authorize the city manager to transfer $150,000 of Powell Bill funds to the Main Street Streetscape Capital Project to fund stamped crosswalks at 3 intersections. Council members also authorized the city manager to enter into agreements with NCDOT to pay an additional $113,727 for landscaping betterments and $40,410 for sidewalk betterments for NCDOT Project R5799, which involves the construction of 2 separate roundabouts on Asheville Highway, one at the entrance to Pisgah Forest and the other at Beaver Road. Planning Director Paul Ray then proposed an amendment to Chapter 34 of the city's Code of Ordinances. The proposed change to the flood damage prevention section of the ordinance simply clarifies that appeals described in that section are heard by the Board of Adjustment. Council voted to pass the amendment to ensure that provision complies with state law. Upon review of committee applications, Council voted to approve the following appointments: Susan Miller to the Finance, Human Resources, and Citizen Appointments Committee, Nancy DePippo, Howie Granite, Wynn Birkenthal, Reba Osborne, and J.D. Powers to the Parks, Trails, and Recreation Committee, Lee McMinn and Parker Platt to the Downtown Master Plan Committee, and Ella Jones and Rebecca Wynn to the Rosenwald Advisory Group. During closing remarks, Councilman Maurice Jones thanked Council for working to recognize the Juneteenth holiday. Councilman Mac Morrow noted Community Center Director Tyree Griffin's appearance in the Transylvania Times as the Transylvanian of the Week. Councilman Gary Daniels encouraged folks to come out to the Mary C. Jenkins Center on June 17th from 11 a.m. to noon for the Juneteenth holiday celebration, and June 18th from noon to 5 p.m. for the Juneteenth block party. Councilman Aaron Baker commented on the need to actively implement the Comprehensive Land Use Plan, to allow for and encourage residential density, and to note the large buildings in the city that have remained vacant for extended periods of time. City Attorney Mac McKellar asked Council for and received permission to draft a resolution opposing Senate Bill 675. Finally, Mayor Maureen Koploff thanked city staff for their work on the budget, applauded Heart of Brevard for a wonderful White Squirrel weekend, and highlighted North Carolina's Secretary of State Elaine Marshall's recent visit to Brevard. Mayor Koploff also addressed and debunked a rumor concerning the relocation of people experiencing homelessness to Brevard. She stressed the importance of working with community partners to provide assistive services for members of the community who are homeless, and encouraged people to come to the next Meet the Mayor session on June 22nd from 5 to 7 p.m. in City Council chambers. City Council will hold its next regular meeting on June 19th, 2023.